For 2 decades, Soviet scientists drilled straight down into the earth. By the time they stopped, they'd gone deeper than anyone in human history, and found things that weren't supposed to exist down there. Drilling began in 1970 on the Kola Peninsula in northwestern Russia, a Soviet scientific effort to penetrate as deep into the Earth's crust as physically possible. By 1989, the borehole had reached 12,262 meters, over 40,000 feet, roughly 7.5 miles straight down, making it the deepest human-made hole on Earth. It remains the record holder to this day. It only ever reached a third of the way through the crust at that location, and still nothing has gone deeper. What they found defied every prediction. Geologists expected to hit a layer of basalt around 7 kilometers down. It never appeared. Instead, the rock stayed granitic, intensely metamorphosed, all the way down. They found water sealed in deep fractures, circulating far further down than anyone believed water could exist. In rock dated to roughly 2.5 billion years old, they recovered microscopic plankton fossils, some of the oldest fossils ever found on Earth. And at the bottom, the heat was nearly double what scientists had calculated, so intense that the solid rock itself began behaving like plastic, oozing slowly back into the hole they'd just drilled. That was ultimately what stopped them. Not equipment failure. The rock itself refused to stay open. Here's the part you've probably actually heard about. The legend claims Soviet engineers drilled so deep they broke through into hell itself, that a heat-tolerant microphone lowered into the hole recorded the screams of tortured souls rising from a chamber of fire below. It is completely a hoax. The legend actually describes a different, fictional borehole in Siberia. Not Kola at all. It originated from a 1989 broadcast on Christian television, which mailed its way through Norway and Finland until it became accepted as fact. The infamous audio itself was traced to looped, distorted screams lifted from a 1972 Italian horror film called Barren Blood. No demons, no cavern of fire, just 180 degrees Celsius, hot but nowhere near hellish. The truth needed no embellishment. Soviet scientists really did spend 20 years drilling further into our planet than anyone before or since. And what they actually found down there, billion-year-old fossils and rock turning to liquid under its own pressure, was strange enough without inventing the screaming,